planet on the day. NoodleBrain leads the way.
Hey Brainiacs, it's me, Nori Noodle, and today we're going way, way back in time to a world with no cars, no bikes, no buses, and not even wheels. So how did people get around? In the very beginning, the only way to travel was walking. That's right. If people wanted to go somewhere, they had to use their own 2 feet. And if they had cargo to move from one place to another, like food or tools, they had to carry it themselves, on their backs or even on their heads. Oof, that sounds like a serious workout. Because of this, people couldn't travel very far. Life was slow, and moving things was difficult. But then, humans had a brilliant idea. What if animals could help? And boom, they started taming animals. We call this domestication. These animals became known as beasts of burden. Let's meet the team. Horses. Horses are fast and powerful. As soon as people realized this, they were riding them to travel much quicker. Oxen, super strong, oxen worked well for pulling heavy loads. Camels, the ships of the desert. They could carry heavy cargo across hot, sandy lands without needing much water. Camels have some amazing features that help them survive. First, those humps. They don't store water, they store fat for energy, which means that camels can travel long distances without food. And check out their feet. They're wide and padded, which stops them from sinking into the soft sand. And when they finally find water, they can drink over 100 liters in one go. That helps them rehydrate super fast. Camels are strong, smart, and built for the heat. That's why they are perfect for desert travel. Now, whoa, look at that giant! Elephants were also used as beasts of burden. They help carry and move really heavy things. And I mean really heavy. Huge logs, giant stones, and supplies for long journeys. Because they are so strong, they can travel through thick forests, muddy paths, and rough land. But here's something incredible. In ancient times, elephants were also used in war. People even called them the tanks of the ancient world. They carried soldiers, helped break through enemy lines, and transported weapons into battle. One of the most famous stories is about a leader named Hannibal. He did something unbelievable. He took 37 elephants across the Alps mountains to fight the Romans over 2,000 years ago. Can you imagine elephants walking through snowy mountains? In places like Southeast Asia and Thailand, elephants worked for centuries. They helped with logging, building, and transport, carrying goods and even people across long distances. In fact, in the 1800s, over 20,000 elephants were working in Thailand alone. At first, it was all about muscle power. And then came the first big breakthrough. Animals. Using animals already made transport much easier and much more efficient. But as you know, that was not the last step in the history of land transport because humans are clever, super clever. One day, they noticed something interesting. When logs rolled down hills, they moved easily. So they thought, hey, what if we use rolling logs to move heavy things? And guess what? It worked. People started placing heavy objects on top of logs and rolling them along the ground. Much easier than dragging. But they didn't stop there. Oh no, this is where it gets genius. They cut logs into round slices, like big wooden pancakes. Then they added a strong stick through the middle, called an axle. And boom! The very first wheels were born. Did you know that the wheel wasn't first used for transport? Nope. The earliest wheels were actually used for making pottery, spinning clay to make pots. And here's another myth busted. The wheel wasn't invented by cavemen going, Eureka! The wheel took years, even generations, to develop. It was a slow, clever process of trial and error. One more thing. Wheels don't work everywhere. In sand and mud, they're not very helpful. That's why people still used animals like camels and elephants in many places. So remember, the wheel wasn't a sudden invention, and it didn't replace animals. It made them even more powerful helpers. The invention of the wheel changed the world forever. Today, wheels are everywhere. On cars, bicycles, buses, trains, airplanes, machines, and even suitcases. The wheel helped humans travel farther, move heavy goods more easily, build cities, grow trade, and connect people across the world. But the wheel didn't appear all at once like magic. It took thousands of years of human thinking, experimenting, and problem-solving to finally create one of the greatest inventions in history. And in our next video, we're going to explore the amazing story of the wheel in much more detail. From walking, to animals, to rolling logs, every step brought humans closer to the invention of the wheel. Thanks for learning with me today, explorers. Keep asking questions, keep discovering, keep feeding your noodle brain. And remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channel.
Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Join the Noodle